Welcome back to Ancient Terrible Things. We're beginning turn 6, and this time the journalist has the map, so she is going to be going first. She has a -1 here with one token here that is going to give her negative at the end of the game. She's got a courage token, 4 feet tokens, 2 focus, and 2 treasures. She's got a bunch of swag, and she's got her 3 cards that she's had basically since the beginning of the game. All right, let's go to the main board and see what the journalist is going to do. Okay, so both, of course, the journalist and the captain start in the riverboat. I think I left them at the trading post at the end of last turn. They should have moved over to the riverboat, but now it is the riverboat phase. And as you can see, there are no cards out on the board, and so it is now time to fill them up. So the first card that comes out is going to be the Doctor. Not that doctor. This evil doctor, and with him comes a feat token. Next card coming out will be Pilot's Twisted Fate. So there's a plane crash. There's 2 tokens that come out with this one, a focus and a treasure. And the next in the Ghastly Gorge we have Alien Carcass. It also has 2 tokens. So these are the red cards coming out now. And on the Rusted Sloop, we have the Colonel, and we have 3 tokens coming out. So there'll be a lot of token collecting here in the end game. And this one already had a feat token on it, so that's a lot of tokens in one spot. And the second last card that comes out is the Deranged Cult, also with 2 tokens, courage and a feat. And the last card that comes out for the game is going to be the Sealed Portal, the Yawning Chasm. All right. And now it is time for our journalist to go to a location, and I think the intelligent thing for her to do is to go to the Rusted Gun Sloop and just cash in on a pile of tokens here. So she's going to collect 2 feats, a treasure, and a focus token. So that's extremely good. And now she gets the choice of either a treasure or a courage token. So I think she's going to take a treasure token. And that's going to give her a total of 4. All right. And yeah, this is one of the nastiest cards. It's, of course, worth 10 points. However, you need 5 of a kind. So you need a Yahtzee to get this one. All right. Let's get to dice rolling and see if the journalist can manage to take out the Colonel. Okay, the journalist all set. She's got 3 rerolls. She does have a few focus tokens this time. We're going to see if she can defeat the Colonel. She needs 5 of a kind. So here's the first roll. And that's not 5 of a kind. And I don't think it's worth spending her 3 reroll tokens. I'm just going to roll a second time and see what we can get here. And this time she just has a pair and 2, 3. Yeah, let's just roll them all. I didn't think she was going to get this one, but let's see. This time she has a 3, 4, 5, 6, or she has a pair of 5s, or a 3, 4, 5, and a 5, 6. I think she's going to, obviously she did not defeat the Colonel. He goes to discard. She collects the next Terrible Thing token, which is another -1. Not too bad. The -3s are coming up. And for the 3, 4, 5, she's going to take 3 treasure tokens. And for the 5 and the 6, she'll take 2 focus. So she's going to get 3 treasures and 2 focus tokens. So she got a ton of different tokens in this turn, which may help her out in the next turns. So now she's up to 5 treasure tokens, but I don't think she has 9. She has 6 treasure tokens. Otherwise, she could have bought the cards. So let's just go right to the trading post. Obviously, she does not have 9 to spend on that. So that's not going to happen. She could buy the whiskey, which gain 1 ancient secret at the end of the game for each terrible thing in your stash, or the gas lamp, 1 less focus token for re-rolls. And actually, she could buy both of them. And I think she is going to spend her whole wad of 6 treasure tokens. Sorry, she has 7 treasure tokens. So she's going to spend 6 of them. She's going to buy the whiskey, and she's going to buy the gas lamp. So that's, she's lots and lots of swag now. And of course, end of the turn, or end of the purchase turn, the swag is refreshed. So now we have a camera, which is replace a focus die with a luck die. That's a pretty good thing to do. And the utility belt, which lets you have 4 feat cards in your hand instead of 3. All right, next up, the captain. We'll take a look at his player mat, and then we will see where he is going to head out exploring. Okay, so the captain here has some little bit better feat cards this time. He has Swift Decision, reroll up to 2 dice. Prospector, he can gain a treasure token if he wants. Short Fuse, set a die to a 1 or 2. He has, I believe now, 4 courage tokens, 3 feat tokens, 2 focus, and he has the dynamite swag, which lets him reroll 3 dice. He also has the device and the serum. So let's head to the main board and see where the captain's going to explore and possibly cash in on some points. Okay, so the captain here at the riverboat, he has decided to go to the Sinister Chateau, collecting the 1 feat token there, and he is going to actually steal exchange. So he's going to take the treasure token that the journalist had left, and he's going to give her a courage token. So it's a swap. So he's using the special ability here. And now he has the joy to take on the doctor. It is worth 10 points if he can pull it off. And all he needs, which is easier said than done, is all 5 dice to be showing 5s or 6s. All right, that's going to be a challenge for him, but he has some better cards this time. And actually can spend cards anytime he wants. So he's going to spend 1 of his feat tokens right now. And he's going to use Prospector, which is, as you can see, costs 1 to play. And it just means collect a treasure token. So he plays that, and he's going to collect a treasure token. So now he has 2 treasures, and of course that will become apparent why he has that in a moment. All right, let's get to rolling dice, see if he can defeat the doctor. Okay. He's about ready to try and defeat the doctor. He needs all dice showing 5 or higher. And he has... Now, he does have the dynamite, so that could come in handy right now. Let's have our first roll and see what he gets. And that's not what I want. So I'm just going to go ahead and do a complete second roll. Now, we need some 5s and 6s here. And we have 2 dice, 1 5, 1 6. We have 3 dice. And so he's now going to use the dynamite, which does not count as one of his 3 total rolls. And it says you must roll exactly 3 dice. So I'm tapping or using that card to re-roll this. This does not count as the 3rd re-roll. And see what he can get. So he gets 1 more 5 out of it. And now I'm going to take the 2 focus tokens I have. That's all he has left. Try to re-roll these 2 dice. Come on, 5 and 6. It's worth 10 points if you can pull it off. Oh, no. Doesn't happen. But he also has, and this is outside the 3 rolls, he has Swift Decision, and it means re-roll up to 2 of your dice. So he's going to spend the 1 feat token, and he's going to use that card, and he's going to re-roll the 2. So if this is a 5 or 6, he pulls it off. Come on, let's do this. Ah, no. Close, but not close enough. The doctor, not defeated, goes to the discard pile, and now this is a 3 tentacle Terrible Thing token that has to go to the captain's Terrible Thing pile. And he now has to decide how to spend his dice. And he has basically 2 5s, 2 6s, and a 3. So looking at our card here, I think he's going to take 2 focus tokens and 2 feat tokens. That's how he's going to cash in his dice. So 2 focus, 2 feat. There we go. Adds that to his pile. And now he is now heading over to the trading post. And his plan all along was to make sure he had 2 treasure tokens, which he has. So he will purchase the utility belt. Now this is going to allow him a total of 4 feat cards instead of just 3. And so now, of course, we refresh the swag. He has no more money. And we have the tincture. It says we're performing a desperate act. Encounters require one fewer token to overcome. So if you do a desperate act using courage tokens, if it costs 7, it would cost 6. So it's 1 less. So at the trading post now, oh, and of course, the journalist is there as well. He is now into his refresh section, and he will be drawing cards. And this time, he only has one feed card left. It's the short fuse, and he's going to be drawing 3 cards. Because now with the utility belt, he can have 4. The first of his 3 cards is Clever Trick. It costs 1. It just set any 1 die to 4. So that's nice. And there's Fading Memory. Gain 1 token of each type from the supply and take the Terrible Thing token showing the highest penalty on the expedition track. The other thing I should mention right now too is during this part when you're collecting your cards, you can't play them right away. It's still your turn, but the new cards you collect at the end of your turn basically need to be played on your next turn. And Dark Horse, costing 1. It says a single component discards 1 token of your choice. So that's a little bit of a take that. And that is going to end, that's basically the end of turn 6. All right, the captain and the journalist back to the riverboat. The journalist still has the map, so she will be going first again. All right, thanks for watching, and thanks for subscribing. Thanks for liking videos. If you do, join me next time for turn 7, and we'll have the journalist going first again.